Here's my mod setup for Sirius and Orion. I have 2 Tauforge Amber Archon shards for better casting speed, 3 Tauforge Crimson Archon shards for ability strength. They both use different mod setups and polarities, so you will have to put different formas in each of them. Here's my my mod setup for Sirius. I have a lot of strength and range. Their passive, swapping between them, grants a 45% ability efficiency for the next 2 casts, which is why I don't have a lot of ability efficiency. When below 50 energy, Sirius and Orion will steal energy from each other. Sirius's first ability hurls Sirius's Jade Light Infused Scythe, dealing heat damage while collecting any pickups in his path. His second ability, this is the ability I would recommend subsuming for like Roar or something. I don't find it very useful, but Sirius's Conjunger's Jade Light mode, sorry my pronunciation sucks sometimes, that slowly regenerates over time. Attacking enemies launches the motes, dealing heat damage and status effect. So Sirius is mostly about heat procs. This is a really good ability of Sirius's. This is why you want a lot of range. Sirius creates a well of light that heals and revives allies while reducing incoming damage. The well slowly grows in size and power. That's a really good ability for support or anything, really. This is their bread and butter of everything. This is your main damage dealer. Sirius and Orion take to the skies in a cosmic duel. Each attack consumes a constellation star to inflict colossal collateral blast damage. Match the star's color to the Warframe's color to gain increased critical chance, which is why I have this. I am using Shade as my companion for invisibility. Generate constellation stars by using abilities. No more than 2 stars of the same color can be added in a row. So basically, you can't just spam Sirius's one over and over and over again to gain charges of Celestial Clash. You'll have to swap between them. But swapping in between them is your main survivability tool because you gain about 2 seconds of iframe every time you swap. So every time you swap, you're going to have an iframe, so you will be basically unkillable. Here's my mod setup for Orion. They have the same passive. Orion's first ability, repel enemies with Orion's Sinister Scythe, dealing slash damage and status effect while reducing shields and armor. It's a good way to armor strip Grenier or Steel Path. It doesn't work for Overguard, unfortunately. So you can't really have a workaround with that, unfortunately. But his second ability, Astral Shell, envelops Orion in an Astral Shell. Upon taking damage, the shell becomes a decoy that draws fire until it's destroyed. His third ability, Orion forms a drifting black hole, trapping enemies within its gravity, hitting the black hole with gravity slash or ejection, will extend its duration and change its trajectory. Gravic slash will direct it away from Orion, and ejection will pull in towards Sirius. So basically it will pull in enemies and you can change its trajectory. They have the same fourth ability, obviously, swapping between the two. I'm using Shade for the augment. I have mainly the duplex bond and the ghost is what you mainly want on them. And I'm using the Tazakor. This is what I'm using file for more damage in general. I would also recommend inverting the controls of both Sirius and Orion, because it will hurt your fingers after a while. Having to hold down the buttons. If you want to do that, you can come to options here. You can come to controller, invert, tap, hold abilities, and you can change any frame you want to inverted. I would recommend Sirius and Orion to inverted. So let's show you the gameplay. I put roar in, so you don't have to tap it. It'll just automatically do roar. Even with the inverted controls, swap between 1 and 3 to get your charges up. Once you have enough charges, you can use your 4, which is your room nuke. You can use right mouse button or left mouse button, whichever one. And of course I have my shade up for the arcane mod. But as you can see, as I'm swapping between Sirius and Orion, I'm getting iframes, which is a great survivability tool. Again, I have my ult up, and attacking in my ult gives me iframes as well, and it swaps between Orion and Sirius. But that's basically how I've played Orion and Sirius so far. I find them really good, and I hope you do too. And good luck, Tenno. Have fun.